All right. So, welcome, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me today. To start, can you tell us a little bit more about yourselves and what got you into riding and what inspired you both to found the Crowns and Chrome Sisterhood?
I'll let Krista go first. I just always had I rode on the back of a motorcycle for a long time, and just the passion to do it myself just made me. It empowered me to watch, to have that freedom, and to have other women say, "Hey, I can do this. It's not only a men thing; it's for women too, right?" And we decided to do this. When you're growing up and you see kids that don't have things, and it's not a good feeling. And we didn't want kids to feel like that. So let's do this and help as many kids as we can go to school and feel really good, like they're equal to the other kids.
Okay. And have you're riding, obviously, you were a rider, Kathy?
Yeah, I ride. I've been riding for a very long time as well. I had an accident in 19, which kind of changed some things for me. So from two wheels, I go to three wheels now. And again, like Krista, we started this for the same reasons. We both have been riding together for a long time. We do a couple of ride outs with a couple of women and women, empowering kids, because nowadays money's tight with a lot of families, and we've saw family struggles, and we've seen families come to us and say, hey, we can't afford this or we can't afford that. And it just came naturally to us to make something like this because there's nothing like this around, because we are kind of a little different, because we don't just have women who ride. We also have women who don't ride in our organization. We are not an RC or MC. We are a WMC. We are a nonprofit incorporated company. And basically, you can ride motorcycles or you don't have to. Yeah. And we have a lot of women right now. We have 13 women who joined us, and they range from 18 years of age to 70. Yeah. so there's no barriers, there's no boundaries. It doesn't matter if you're disabled, doesn't matter if you ride or don't ride. We just accept you, because that's the whole point of empowerment. You're not empowering people if you make judgment calls. And a lot of people are quick to judge, and we just accept the person for who they are. We don't want anybody to feel different. Right. Yeah.
I love that. Your mission statement is also so powerful. It's crowns on our heads, chrome in our veins, and hearts wide open for the kids who need us most. Can you
Yes.
break that down for us? What does that mean in the day-to-day life of your sisterhood?
Well, we will, Chris and I, just between the two of us, we always empower each other. I'll say good morning, beautiful, even to all my friends. Good morning, beautiful, because you could be having the shit day of your life and you just want to feel good, and you don't get that, right? And because chrome, well, there's chrome on cars and there's chrome on bikes, you're not really singling it out to motorcycles. However, we do have a motorcycle engine on, so you'll never see one person that rides a motorcycle in front of a therapist's office. That's the best therapy ever. You get in the wind, and just that freedom that you feel, it gives women strength. And a lot of women, I can't ride. And yes, you can. Yeah. You can drive a car, you can ride a motorcycle. Yes. And it just makes you feel strength. Like you look at the men and they're like, oh, that's not the man thing. Right? No, it's not anymore. There's a lot of women riding now. We don't choose to argue. If we have a disagreement, we talk about it. Yeah. There's no arguing, because you know what? Everybody has their own opinion, and each woman is different. And we accept them for who they are. And we have each has a specific strength that we can rely on. So each and every one of us girls that are in this, they all have different expertise levels. So we make a full circle. Yeah. And it works out. Like everything we do, like Chris and I could almost read each other's minds. But the Crown and Chrome and the sisterhood, it's a sisterhood like no other. Like you could have a lot of groups that are together, but we don't fight. We don't argue amongst us. We all get along. It's like a crazy, weird thing. It's a lot of our friends, and just the chemistry is so good. Like you see us as a group. It's such an empowering group. We're doing a ride and stay, as a matter of fact. It's part of something we did about 5 years, Krista and I started. And it's just to empower women. We rented a cabin up in Lac de Bonnie, and we started doing that. And it holds 24 women. And we kind of weeded out everything, kind of like figured out how all the good things and bad things. And we're going again this year. We're going on June 4th to the 7th. Yeah. It's a 4-day stay. And we go there, feel freely, release all their events, whatever. We have drinks, we eat together, we go on the float, at the Pinawa float. And everybody leaves, and it just feels so great. Like I had such a good weekend with all these women. And we have such empowerment in there. Like we have one woman who comes all the way up from Fisher Branch and further north. And she says, Kathy, this is the best time ever. You guys made it amazing. She lives through the whole year from that one memory. And that just keeps her going the whole year round, right? And that just makes us feel like, wow, we did something cool. And we weren't even expecting that. It just kind of came naturally for us.
Because these women made me feel like somebody. And that's what we want.
So Crowns and Chrome and Sisterhood, it's kind of all intertwined. And, giving back to the community, I don't always post everything I give out to people. I've had people where families don't have food. And my husband and I will show up with a cart full, our clothes. Krista and I have gone out and delivered
clothes or food, whatever.
And we don't even ask. We don't broadcast it because, we're not there for the limelight. I mean, even doing this, it's kind of like, okay, we'll talk about it, but we're not looking to say, look at us.
We don't post, we don't take pictures and say, oh, look what we did. We give it and we stay in the background because it's for them. It's not for us.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And as you can tell, we kind of balance each other out. Like,
see, she does most of the paperwork kind of stuff because that's her expertise. Like she's kind of the brains of the operation, whereas I teach the girls like the riding skills and the gear and stuff because that's where I interact better with women. Like, oh, I don't know, I can't ride and do this. Because her strength and mine work well together to make this club. This group of women.
The core of your work is supporting children in need, like ensuring that they have the basic necessities like backpacks and lunch kits, like you were mentioning. So what was the moment or experience that made you realize that this has to be part of your sisterhood's mission?
I think it came to our realization was when we had families saying we don't have food. But then we came across a family that, and I'm going to get emotional about it because it hits close to home, a family with 4 kids, and they don't go to school right now because they don't have clothes and they don't have a backpack or a lunch kit, and they're struggling. The parents are new to the community. They don't have anything, too proud to ask, and I've seen a lot of that growing up all my life because I grew up in north of Winnipeg, so a smaller town, smaller mentalities. But, that kind of changed the way we looked at things. You have family that's up north and
kids that go to school up there and they're bringing their school supplies to school in Safeway bags and stuff. And you know what? They just look and they, like it's like they hold it behind their back, like they're hiding it.
We see a lot of bullying, among peers that we know. And as you can tell, it's very emotional to us.
It's hard to see kids like that because, you know what? They were brought into this world. They didn't ask for that, but you know what? And you bring them a backpack and a smile on their face.
They light up. It's
amazing. And they'll walk into school proud with all the other kids.
Like
right?
we've given some out to some families and, just even opening them up for Christmas, we kind of decided to kind of like do a split second stuff. And they were just like, oh my God, I got a brand new lunch kit. Look at mine in backpacks,
and that, telling you that it puts a light in your heart you can't imagine.
Yeah. There's no words to describe how we feel when we see that, right? But that was the reason we kind of started is because we saw families and just what we did without doing Crowns and Chrome. Like we started Crowns and Chrome May of 25.
Yeah.
We started it and we really didn't do much with it. We just tried to figure out the dynamics of it. So it'll be coming up to a year. And since that year has started, we had a very generous, very, very generous, and I wish he would let us publish who he is, and he won't. So it's very tough for us, but he gave us 216 lunch kits, a pallet full of lunch kits.
Yeah.
And
Canadian Tire.
Yeah. And then Canadian Tire just joined in and donated a bunch of backpacks. And a few other places are reaching out now to say, hey, we would like to match those lunch kits. Yeah. So our goal this year is to have about 430 lunch kits and backpacks mixed together to reach 430 people.
Yeah.
Or children, I should say. And the age group for the children are grade 1 to grade 6. So basically we reach out to the schools, more so the school board, and we kind of get an idea which schools are lacking, need more assistance and stuff. I'm not going to say no school needs assistance. I'm sure even in the best schools, there's going to be need. There's probably some schools, the 400 lunch kits could probably go.
Yeah.
So it's kind of going to be just
go to the school,
ask them, we're going to give you 4 or 6 backpacks and lunch kits. Can you find us 6 kids that will qualify for that? We don't meet the kids.
Yeah. They will know the kids better and see them every day.
The school will get back to us and say, okay, we have 6 kids. We show up and drop it off at the school. We have no contact with the kids. We're an arm length away. And the reason for that is confidentiality, 1. But 2, we just feel the school is better to hand it out and not embarrass the child. Because if you make a big production, it is and so we're going to try and embrace that and bring that into the system as well, because I'm sure someone would love to see, a celebrity show up at the school and say, hey, these guys are going to get pictures with all these kids,
Yeah.
and it does good for the celebrity too, right? It shows two sides. So we're working on that behind the sidelines. We didn't think we'd grow this fast, this quickly.
It went really fast. 'Cause other women are like, hey, man, I want to be a part of that because it makes them feel good. And
Yeah.
you know what? Hey, I can, and everyone's got certain people that they can ask things for, right? So it just, they were like, I want to do this. I want to do this. And we got women like that.
Well, who can I be a part of this? If I'm a new rider or someone in the motorcycle community here, how can I be a part of your sisterhood or volunteer or help out or donate?
They just reach out to us on our Facebook page, or if they know us personally, just reach out. We get an application of you saying that, medical reasons, if something happened on a ride, or if you're in the vehicle, what have you, we kind of need to know that information. But anyone can reach out to us, any age category, any woman, doesn't matter if you ride, don't ride, whether you're new to riding, not new to riding, or you just want to be a volunteer, just reach out. We need men
To help.
us, right? So our husbands or boyfriends all try and help us. So out of that, they were called Chrome Knights.
The Chrome Guards.
Chrome Guards.
Chrome
Sorry.
Guards, yeah.
So in our organization, because we're not an RC or MC, we can't say you're a prospect, you're this, because we're not those kind of people,
No.
right? So what we say is you're a loyal lady if you don't ride a motorcycle. If you ride a motorcycle, you're a first lady.
Yeah.
And doesn't mean staging of any caliber, like you're not better than the other person. It's just we have to classify you to say a loyal lady is someone who doesn't ride, but she's still loyal to us. First lady is the ladies who ride motorcycles, and they're always going to be there first because they ride faster than everybody.
Yeah. And the Chrome Guards are the strength behind us.
So what happened was we ended up opening up a Chrome Guards men's version of us.
Yes.
So they're
Awesome.
actually a brotherhood. So
Yes.
Crowns Guards Brotherhood.
Yeah.
So that just came to be a month or so ago.
Yeah, which is nice.
And they've got about 6 people already. So
Wow.
they're-
You guys
crazy.
are
And
growing
these
and
schools-
growing.
Yeah, and this is our crest. And it was because Kathy, like she liked the crowns. And
Beautiful.
like the crown was for both of us. She liked the butterfly, and I was the motorcycle one, right? So that's how it all
Awesome.
fit and worked out wonderful.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's talk about International Female Ride Day, which is coming up, I believe, Saturday, May 2nd. Sorry, May
Yes.
2nd. And so
Yes.
Crown and Chrome is a perfect embodiment of International Female Ride Day spirit. So how does participating in and helping organize this global day align with your own mission of empowering women?
So we will be attending the IFRD ride as well. Krista will be attending the ledge because CMMG also is having a safety rally at the ledge
So I'll be speaking there.
on behalf of women. So strongly urge other women who ride to show up at that event. That is the time to show MPI because MPI will be there and MLAs and stuff. The crowd or the important people in our society who kind of dictate our insurance rates and our laws, to how many women really are out there. You want a photo op. I mean, the ledge is the perfect setting for a photo op, and it's not hard to get there. Well, that's what it's all about, empowering women and making women awareness, that we're riders.
There's so many women riders people don't realize. Like
Yeah.
I went to this women riders rally in Nova Scotia a couple of years ago, and there is women from 16 to 82 years old that ride.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies, for your inspirational story. Thank you for supporting International Female Ride Day and leading by example for sisterhood and empowerment. If you could leave our listeners with one message about the power of sisterhood, both on and off 2 wheels, what would it be?
Whoa. Well, be you, be real.
You know what? Don't judge.
Yeah.
And you know what? Everybody has their own strength, and just let it shine.
That's right. Thank you so much, Kathy and
Thanks,
Krista.
Sally.
Thank you for your message, and I will get all your information and I'll post it.
Just so you know, we will be having a Crowns and Chrome Country Roads Festival coming up this
Yes.
year.
Yeah.
And that will host about 150, 160 people. And we already have bands that offered to come on board with us. And a lot of people are just coming out of the woodwork to help us with this.
And we're
campaign.
auctioning off our fridge with our logo on it.
Yeah. And just so you know,
Yes.
I probably haven't even mentioned, like, all the proceeds, we do a pierogi meatball fundraiser, and all that money goes to help us fill the backpacks and lunch kits. because we had snacks and good, because I think that's something we missed out on mentioning to you, but that is to help raise funds to fill the backpacks and
And
stuff
we do that all year round.
all year round. And we do it out of a
Incredible.
commercial kitchen. So everything is above board. All the raffles we do is all registered. Nothing we do is done on a fly. It's all done above and aboard. We're going to hope that people continue to
The
support
more
us.
things we can do to get women to help and support and fill them backpacks and lunch kits, the more kids we can help out in the schools.
Incredible message. Thank you, ladies, for all your hard work. I think the children who benefit from this will grow up and pay it forward one day because of you guys.
Well, this is something we're trying to leave as a legacy for our kids. You know, my granddaughter is in with us, so she's part of the directors. So you learn from this, and it's something to help her feel empowered. You know,
Grounded.
she feels good. So, like I said, it even to empower a young woman at that age, it's amazing. Like when she looks at you and she says, "Baba, wow, you and Auntie Krista do so much." You know, it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's like they just want to be like us, and that means a lot.
Sure.
You said
know,
it, you said
yes.
it best. You got to pay it forward.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Well-
Thank you, ladies, for being inspiring, not only to your granddaughter, but to me as well. And
Awesome.
I can't wait to share your story. And I think more people will get involved, and maybe you'll inspire people to give more and give
I
back
hope
more.
so.
So,
Our goal is down the road to be over 1,000 backpacks and lunch kits, and grow bigger, and
yeah.
maybe like I know I've applied for some grants and that, and they said, well, some come back and say, well, I'm filled for this year, but apply next year. We definitely want to be a part of this because fundraising
Yeah, it's
is
different.
different. Everyone helps homeless, and nothing against that, and women's shelters, and all great, but somehow the kids got missed out.
Yeah.
I want to always make sure a kid is happy when they go to bed at night, and they look forward to going to school and getting an education to better themselves.
It's nice to help adults, but that kid will
Awesome.
grow up to be an adult that can help others.
Thank you so much,
You guys
Ellie,
are
for your time.
awesome.
Sure.